oh shit, Luffy was saving the shit the whole time. He was at the point where I was thinking that he had to be holding something, but I didn't think it was something like this. Like, I'm quite sure everybody was looking like, what the fuck? We're in the new world, but Luffy was training. What was he training for? Does he have anything up his sleeve? Yeah, he got some shit up his sleeve, alright. Anyway, you already know, Birdcage closing. It's only a short amount of time to fucking defeat Doflamingo. Luffy is trying to hold his own, but still losing to Doflamingo. Doflamingo is still winning. But he's not winning by much, but it looks like he's not winning by much, but I think eventually he will overpower Luffy, and Luffy sees that. But this is all thanks to Doflamingo. It's all thanks to Law for putting in some work. If Law didn't put in that work, Luffy would be in the dirt right now. Anyway, he's fighting. Cavendish comes in for the save on, Robin, because Luffy throws Law down there. Robin catches his ass with some damn hand net or some shit like that. Doflamingo doesn't want to let it go. He starts shooting strings and shit at him. Cavendish came in for the save. Then he has a monologue about how everybody's going to die and how evil I am, and women, kids, babies, babies that's not even conceived yet are going to die. He says, I don't give a fuck. He said, if anybody got to go, they just have to go. And that's just all there is to it. He just basically saying, I don't give a fuck. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Luffy tries to go hard on his ass, and he's still getting overpowered. Anyway, they have a flashback where Doflamingo was talking about how he found out about Luffy. He found out that Crocodile got taken down, and they said it was by Smoker. He says, no, it couldn't have been Smoker. It doesn't make sense. He says, Crocodile's too thorough. Why would the government get involved? This is Shibukai. Not only that, this pirate's bounty went up. He said it must have been him. And he looked and he seen, it said Monkey D. It didn't say Monkey D. Luffy. He stopped at Monkey D because he saw the D. And he was distracted by the D. Now he wants the D. Anyway, he's kicking Luffy's back in and shit like that. And I'm guessing he wants Luffy dead. He said, I thought that you would be dead by now. But being that a D is still around and whatnot, he could be a threat. And you already know what Doflamingo thinks about the Ds. They need to be taken out. They're mortal enemies with the fucking Hashokins. I made that word up. It might be real, but anyway, what's the fucking thing called? The Celestial Dragons. The fucking enemies. Anyway, Law wants to watch the fight because he said, I staked my life on this. I might as well see the end. And he said, and if Luffy loses, I might as well die. He said, because my whole life was based on beating Doflamingo up to now. So if we don't win, there's no reason in me being even alive. That's it. So anyway, Luffy's fighting against Doflamingo. He's going to get third and still getting beat. He does a Grizzly Magnum. Doflamingo slides right in between his hands, kicks him right in his damn face. That's it. So anyway, Luffy's having a monologue with him. You already know they're going back and forth and all the other bullshit. And he finally get to the end and he says, "Gear forth." So next chapter, we're getting Gear forth. And he has his hands like this. Now, this chapter, I'm going to give a 4 out of 5. Before Gear forth was revealed, I'm going to say it was a 3 out of 5. Wasn't shit happening but a little skirmish. The good thing about it was that little flashback. It was quick, it was to the point, it made sense, and enlightened us a little bit, so I liked the flashback. Other than that, shit didn't really happen. Law little part was good about him saying that I need to see this fight. That was good. The only other good part was Gear forth. But it brings it up, it's like what I'm saying, it was an average chapter until Gear forth was is getting ready to be revealed. I do like the fact that they didn't show it. I thought they was just going to pop it up at the last panel, and then we'll wait for next week to actually see it in action. But what they did is they didn't show it at all. The good thing about that is it's more It's more exciting a little bit. No, it's not more exciting. It's more It would have been more exciting if they would have revealed Gear Force. It's more what's the word? What's the fucking term? Oh, they built up more anticipation for the next chapter. Because we didn't get anything in this one. All we know is that it's coming, which I think was a good thing. But next chapter, we actually going to get it. So that's good. And we're going to get a whole fucking full chapter of it. Not just half a chapter, nothing like that. We know we know we're getting a whole fucking full chapter. Now, the thing about Gear 4th is, people say Gear 2nd, it was blood. He was pumping more blood throughout his body and shit like that, and it enhanced his what's that shit called? The adrenaline in his body and shit like that, and helped him move around at a faster rate, shit like that. Gear 3rd, bones. Blew air into his bones, made him bigger, made him stronger. Now they said that the Gear 4th must be muscle. And he put his hand on his arm, right? The same way he bit into his thumb and blows air into his bone. I know what you're wondering. How come that doesn't injure him? He's rubber. It's only a small little, he probably pokes a little small hole. It probably doesn't even make a difference. It probably heals like that. He's rubber. But anyway, what was I going to say? Oh, he has his hand like this, so they're thinking that he's going to blow air into his arm, like into the muscles of his arms. Maybe so. I think he might surprise you and actually go like this instead of like biting on his arm, because I don't see him biting. Look, if you look at the chapter, look, I'm looking at the panel right now. His mouth is not on his arm. He's got his hands like this. Like this. He might throw his hand out, let it stretch, and when it come back, it'll condense into a harder rubber or something like that. He probably vulcanized or some shit like that. I'm not sure. But I can't be 100% certain that he's going to blow air into his arm. I can't be. He might, but they don't show it right now. They're not showing anything right now. He's just holding his hand like this. He might surprise you, just stretch his arm out, then stretch the other one out, and when they come back together, they're bigger or whatever, which makes sense. Anyway, go ahead and leave your comments, like the video, and subscribe, because I can't eat. I'm broke, nigga. I'm broke, and you got the power to change that. Peace.